Hello, brothers. My name is the Dwarf Bass, and today I am going to be making a balance change video for the latest set of balance changes that come out on the 26th of November. Now, I realize that this video is already out, or not out, but the update is already out and the balance changes are already out, but I'm going to talk about this a little bit before I get into this, but I recently got a new job, and of course, with this new job I have, I work till like 12:30 in the morning, and it takes me like an hour to get from work to my house, and on top of that, and school, it's going to be a little bit of a time crunch whenever the December update or when season 6 comes out, because I'm going to be working 12-hour shifts, which means I will be out even longer. So I'm not sure if I will be able to make a season 6 video or not. I'll just have to see. I hope that I'm going to be able to, but if I don't, then you guys understand why. I'm sorry if I don't. I apologize in advance. But if I can, I definitely will, and I will try to get that to you as soon as possible. There will probably be no way I'll be able to do it the day of the update, but, we'll see how it goes. We'll see if I will be able to even make the video, but I will get that video to you if at all possible. So anyways, let's stop worrying about me, I guess, and let's just worry about these balance changes. So the balance changes, we're going to talk about them. Supercell has decided, maybe we messed up a bit. And you're going to see, especially with this first card that I'm going to talk to you guys about, you're going to see, what they messed up on. So the witch is getting her area damage back. Her damage is going to be decreasing by 49%, and her hit speed is going to be increasing by 35%. So from 1.7 seconds back down to 1.1 seconds. So what this means, they're basically reverting the witch's changes, pretty much. It's going to be a little bit different than what it was prior to prior to whenever they took the area damage away. I'm pretty sure her attack is going to be I think it's going to either be a little bit weaker or a little bit stronger. I'm not sure. But, it is, I'm pretty sure, a little bit different than what it was, instead of just completely reverting the changes. So, yeah, definitely, Supercell messed up, is what they said. And let's talk about the next card, the Executioner. Its hit points are going to be increasing by 5%. His hit speed is going to be increasing by 4%. His range is going to be increased from 4 to 5 tiles to 4.5 to 6.5 tiles. His projectile radius is going to be increasing by 25%, so from 800 to 1,000, and his damage is going to be decreased by 45%. So what this means, it's a lot of numbers, but when you boil it down, they're basically reverting the changes. So the Executioner is going to be exactly like he was prior to the last balance changes. So, yeah, it's it's a little interesting that Supercell did this. But honestly, the reason they decided to do this was pretty much they were trying to balance these cards because they were, Supercell, of course, whenever they look to balance cards, they kind of look at usage rates, and they try to figure out, okay, what needs to be done about a certain card if it's being used too much, or if a card's not being used enough. I mean, that's what Supercell does when they are looking at said balance, or looking at cards to do balance changes over. So that's what they were doing here with the Witch and the Executioner. They were trying to figure out, what? These cards are being used so frequently in a lot of decks, and, we think it's time for a change. So, they go for a change, and it's like, what? This is going to work. And a lot of the community, including myself, was really mad about the balance changes, especially the Witch. That's who I was really mad about. The Executioner I thought was okay. I kind of liked it with the prior balance change, but of course there was also a lot of people who were complaining about the Executioner as well. Probably more than the Witch maybe, but oh well. So, Supercell decided to listen to the community, and they reverted the changes to the Executioner, and they added area damage back to the Witch. So, yeah, it's a wonderful day in the neighborhood, as Mr. Rogers would always say. I'm really glad that Supercell decided to actually listen to the community, and, they were able to get these balances, worked out with the Executioner and the Witch. I was bragging in a previous video of mine. I was bragging about how Supercell was listening to the community. They were doing good. And it sounds like I'm just, being sarcastic when I say, oh yeah, Supercell's listening to their community. That's awesome. Honestly, I'm glad that they are listening to the community and that they are doing this. I think is wonderful, and I hope that everybody really enjoys it. And Supercell's a great. Clash Royale is a great game. Supercell is an amazing company, and the community, is awesome because we are the reason that Clash Royale still exists. We're the reason why Supercell put so much work into this game, and it's just so satisfying whenever, Supercell listens to the community and is like, what? We are going to listen, and we're going to put these, changes in. We're going to do what you guys want us to do. So, that's wonderful. That's awesome. I'm glad that Supercell decided to, rework the Witch and the Executioner and then revert the changes because, it wasn't what the community wanted, and I'm glad that they listened, and I'm glad that, they reviewed it, and now everything is, really good, and I hope that, everybody's like, wee woo, it's good. I hope everybody is satisfied is what I'm trying to say, instead of me using all these, weird sounds and whatnot. But, yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy the Executioner and the Witch now, and I hope that Supercell decides to kick back and try to use it. So, yeah, it's wonderful. It's very wonderful. And I'm going to show you guys this replay here. This was a loss, but oh well. Anyways, now the last card on the balance change for this season is the arrows. Alright, the arrows are actually getting a rework. So the arrows are going to be firing in 3 waves instead of 1. So that's interesting. So basically what it means is that it's going to fire in 3 waves. So when you deploy it, you're going to see a wave of arrows, and then 0.4 seconds later it's going to throw another wave, and then 0.4 seconds after, it's going to throw the final wave. So it's going to come in 3 waves, and it's kind of like, you know, how Poison and Heal have like ticks. It's kind of like that. Anyways, the waves are going to be able to kill, I believe it's going to kill, of course, skeletons in the first wave. Spear goblins will take 2 waves of arrows to kill, and then everything else that dies to arrows, like minions and Princess Dark Goblin, they are all going to die in 3 waves to arrows. And so, you know, it's basically, you know, the same. It's pretty much the same. The damage is being increased by 23%, but all interactions are going to be the same. I mean, whatever died to arrows before the update is still going to die to arrows. So it's just the rework of it, that it's going to fire in 3 waves instead of just 1 wave. So, you know, hopefully, you know, people like this. I like it, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't, like, whenever I'm thinking about it, it's kind of interesting that the arrows, you know, shoot in waves. And, you know, it's great, but I don't know. It doesn't seem like that this card really needed that that balance, you know? I mean, at least I don't think it did, but maybe it did, who knows. But yeah, so that is how the arrows work now. So they fire in 3 waves instead of 1, and their damage is increasing by 23%. So all interactions will stay the same for the arrows. It's just that it's trying, you know, Supercell's trying to make the arrows somewhat more, you know, valuable and more powerful and more precise, I should say. So yeah, that's it with the balance changes. So, and I kind of gave my opinion already about it, especially with the Witch and the Executioner. That was probably the biggest thing, and, you know, I'm glad that Supercell, you know, listened to the community and, you know, really seemed to care, and they did. And, you know, they fixed it, and it's great. And I need to buy that, but, you know, I'm not going to. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And of course, if you guys need a clan, come on by Fisticuffs. Now, currently we are full, but, you know, keep looking for a opening. I will leave, of course, the title of the clan and the clan tag like I do in all my videos, so you guys will be able to see. You know, obviously we're full at the moment. War, we're doing really good in War. We got a couple, you know, number 1 victories, and that's awesome. So hopefully, you know, you guys can swing on by this clan one of these days when we get an opening. But anyways, I'm gonna cue this chest real quick. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. If you want to, you can like the video, leave a comment down below, tell me if the video quality was okay, audio, you know, video, audio, whatever. Just trying to give me suggestions on what I should do. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed the balance changes. Go subscribe to PewDiePie because he is awesome. I am the Dwarf Bass, and I will see you guys next time.